Hey everybody, it's Robin with Stamp with Dr. Robin. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in beautiful San Diego, California, where we're back to kind of normal temperatures now, about, I think somewhere about 75 degrees, a little bit of a breeze. It's sunny, it's absolutely beautiful. Sorry I was a couple minutes late getting on today. We've been doing some construction around here, and there's stuff that they are saying, oh, you got to go look for this stuff. So, you know how you get lost in the whole internet stuff. I thought I had longer than I did, but here I am. So today we are going to be making some Halloween treat containers so that you can fill them and hand them out. Hey, Carol, you found me, yay. So you can hand them out to friends or just the little kids who come around, because they're really, really easy, really, really fast. But before we get to that, I'm gonna, do some little announcements about what's going on. Show you some new product that I got that's a pre-order for demonstrators and such. And if you want to sign up to be a demonstrator, actually you can get some of this product in your demonstrator sign up package. Usually you're getting $125 worth of products for $99 and free shipping, and this time you are getting $155 worth of product for $99 and free shipping. Hey Doris, glad you're here. Second thing, unfortunately, the Oasis people near me kind of somehow messed up on the class I was supposed to teach this week or last week, which was going to be these treat boxes. So I thought I'd bring them on here and show you guys. Our kits collection is still on sale everywhere. Everything's on sale. All the kits, up to 30% off. You've got to go to the online exclusives to see those. You cannot see them in any catalog. Quick save the date, November 16th for my holiday card buffet. If you online people want to do my holiday card buffet, I will have an option of, send me 8 random cards and you can do it, or you can just buy the PDF and you can make your own at home. So when we get closer, I'll let you know a little bit more. And then, like I said, I'm going to put you down here because we're going to start talking about these really great online exclusives that come November 5th for you all, for customers, but if you are a demonstrator, you can get these now. So first one is this adorable little otter set. It's called Otterly Adorable. So far, all I have from us is this Lost Lagoon soft cording, it's called. It's like a satiny kind of cording. It's really pretty. It's really soft. I haven't even played with any of this yet, but it's gonna tie bows really easy, kind of like a twine would, only it's a lot nicer material than twine. And then we've got the Otterly Adorable DSP, and I don't have the set yet. I'm going to get the bundle, but the bundle dies do cut out some of these cute little otters. Hey Lisa, you guys are talking to each other now. And then look at the back of that. That is so darn cute. My kids used to love going to the Monterey Bay Aquarium, where they have all those otters, and we would just stand there for a long time watching otters, or in the bay there. So that's what this makes me think of. Isn't this so cute? I don't even want to cut it up. It's so cute. But as you see, you could cut a nice card for right there, and 2 across here, and you can cut out those otters. And then the back, oh my God, the back is really cute too. There's also some embellishments that go with these that look like kind of shiny pond stones kind of thing. Oh, and some nice little water. I mean, I could see using some of these for Valentine's too. Oh, that's kind of pretty. And just some foliage. And like I said, I don't have the, yet the set of the bundle that goes with that, but I do have this other bundle, and this is called Marbled Elegance. I think what I'll do is start with the DSP. So these again are online exclusives available for demonstrators now and customers starting November 5th. And this is some gorgeous paper, and this they're telling us right now, this is the only suite for Valentine's Day that's going to be in, the new catalog won't have any suites. They didn't say they wouldn't have other stamp sets, bundles, papers, etc., but they did say this is the only suite. So it's got this really pretty, what is this called? Gold twisted thread. It's kind of like the weight of like our linen thread, only in gold. And then all of the paper, all the DSP, on one side has the gold, and on the other side has just pretty things to use for Valentine's Day. You could also use some of these, for Christmas. There's a lot of red in here. So if you want to use them for holiday cards, like that one especially, this one especially, certainly you can do that. This one has little hearts on it. And then the here is the bundle that goes with this, called Hearts of Elegance. To from, Hugs and Kisses, Be Mine, Sending Lots of Love, Happy Valentine's Day, My Heart Belongs to You, and Love You. I love that font on these. And there's so many hearts that they don't all fit on one of my little magnetic things. And you notice that these little guys will cut out these little ones, and some of these, see how these have embossing on them? Can you see that? That is going to be fun. So obviously I haven't played with it yet because I just got it, but that's some fun stuff. And then I want everybody should get one of these color coaches, these wheels, because it will help you when you start getting stumped as to what do I want to do, what can I make go with what. So for instance, it has this little, see the little, I don't know, peace sign, it looks like, from this side. Anyway, so this will point to these 3 different areas that will kind of all go together. So let's say you decide, I'm going to use some cherry cobbler here. Well, it's telling you that it'll go really well with Daffodil Delight and either Coastal Cabana or Pool Party. And it'll kind of give you these little triads of colors to put together that you might not have thought of. And then the other thing it has is these complementary colors. That's these 2, say complementary, that are across the color wheel. So, Blackberry Bliss is going to go really well with some of these greens across the color wheel, whereas our cherry cobbler and reds will go better with these other ones over here. And then it has what they're calling monochromatic, which is basically just the ones right next to each other on the color wheel will go nicely together. So this is just so much fun when you kind of want to play with color. And then the back just has our neutrals and explains those different things that I was just talking about. This is, I believe it was $12.50, and I really think that's going to be a really good thing for everybody. So I would encourage everybody to buy it. All right, so today we are going to be using our potions and spells, and I couldn't find the dies that go with it because my desk is a mess right now, but luckily we're not going to totally need them to do this. We can cut out what we need to. And we are going to make these 2 little treat boxes for you to, so this is actually a box. As you can see, you can actually put stuff in here. And this is what they call a sour cream holder that you can put stuff in and then tie it up. So that's what we're doing today. Whoops, and you can tell things are starting to fall. Too much stuff around here. Hopefully after we're done I will clean up. And these are made with the Halloween Spells 12 by 12 DSP. Now this is another online exclusive. You cannot find it in a catalog. It's just online. But it has all these fun Halloween things, and if you don't want to use them for Halloween, obviously you can use them for other things. I mean, they all have a side that's nothing to do with Halloween, really. I mean, that you could use for anything. You could color the white, and it could be any color you want. And I love this one. I'm using this a little bit today. Okay, so let's get going. First one we're going to do is this little, what they call sour cream container. And I'm going to try to pull this over here without dumping everything for the next card. So what you need is a 6x6 piece of designer series paper. And we are going to do a little bit of scoring on the top and the bottom of that. So we're going to score, where'd it go? We're going to score it about, let me see, a quarter. Again, we're going to do the same thing. Oh, no, that's a half. We're going to do the same thing top and bottom. So we got a quarter, and then we got 3/8. And that's just, you know, I was just thinking, I don't remember seeing a Halloween, sour cream thing like this with these scores and how ours is. And then at the grocery store, I saw it at Sprouts yesterday. And next is 5 5/8. And then 5 3/4. So if your paper is like mine and it has an actual direction on it, that was on the top and the bottom. And then the next thing we're going to do is we are going to make this into a little, what looks almost like a toilet paper holder with using some of our tear and tape. Now you could use glue, but the tear and tape, you know, you'd have to hold it for a little bit. And I always like to really push down on my tear and tape so that it, you know, sticks well, and it makes it way easier to pull that little part off. So the first thing is we're just going to make a little toilet paper ring. Okay, and then we are going to put it together across the, across the bottom like that, okay? And we're going to do that with another little piece of tear and tape. A lot of tear and tape using today. You're just going to kind of get it up in there, hoping you can see that. I think this is the hardest part of this. Just getting this up in there. There we go. And again, I'm just kind of rubbing it so that you can pull off the edge a little easier. Although working in a hole is not easy. Come on. Sometimes if you talk to it, it'll work better. I have fun. There we go. Come on. There we go. See? Talk to it a little bit. And then you just squeeze that together. And then the way you make it into that sour cream holder is, instead of doing this end like this, you're going to do it, whoops, the opposite, like that. And that is your sour cream holder. Now, you're not going to glue down this end. what you're going to do is just take a hole punch, just a regular old hole punch, and you're going to make a couple holes in it. Big enough, you know, just make sure it's big enough for whatever thread you are, or ribbon that you are using. I actually grabbed some retired ribbon, this metallic woven ribbon from the In Colors from just this past year. And I think this was, I don't know if this was the Orchid or the Starry Night. Doesn't even say. But, and then you are just going to thread it through. Come on, this should be easy part. Thread it through, and then back through the other side. Come on through. Oops. And then just tie it up. Obviously, you've put your, pretend we've put our candy in there. I wouldn't tie a knot here because you don't want to frustrate those little kiddos too much when they are trying to get their candy out. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with this today. You know, it's been one of those days, so that would be the reason I'm having trouble with this today. Hey, there we go. Tie a knot. I'll leave these long. And then let's just cut the edges off a little bit here. All right, so now let's decorate it. So what we're going to do is we're going to get one of the circles from our Stylish Shapes and our Memento ink, and we're going to stamp this adorable scaredy cat on here. Kind of down at the bottom because we are going to put a little Happy Halloween on the top. And, well, actually not, we're doing a little Hocus Pocus on the top. I've just got a little piece that's 2 inches by 1/2 inch of basic white, and we're going to use some Granny Apple Green. I love the colors in here. I don't know where they decided that, you know, purple was a Halloween color, but I'm liking it. Because I'm stamping on my glass mat, which you guys can still get. Whoops. I'm not even using, even though these are photopolymer, I'm not even using a mat underneath it, a piercing mat underneath it. But if you don't have a glass mat, make sure you do that. And then I'm just going to kind of diagonally cut the edges. And that's ready to go on here, but we need to color it first. So let's color our little cat. And I've got some light and dark. I believe this was Smoky Slate. Yep. And I'm going to take my dye. I like to work dark first. And I'm just going to take the little end and kind of go in all those places that these guys gave me some shading. I just say Stampin' Up knows more than I do. Let's do some shading where they give me shading. And then that really helps my shading. And then I take the light one. I'm actually gonna, I think, put a little on his feet too. Now, I don't have any cats because I'm allergic to them, but if you guys had cats, I would make this look like my cat. And then I like to blend with the more the brush side, but if in these smaller areas, sometimes you really need to use the small side for that blending too. But this is why I like to do the dark first, and then the light, because then you can blend this all in. And then, like I said, just going along. Remember, when you're using your blends, try not to go all the way out to the edges, because those sometimes will bleed a little bit onto there. Oh, we got lots of people. Hi Peggy, hi Marina, hi Jerry, hi Joanne, hi Louise, oh hi Jean. We got a lot of people on today. It's Halloween in Robin's craft room today, and like I said, these are the ones that I had all cut out and ready to go for my little Oasis thing. And I texted them, okay, how many people are coming? And they're like, what are you talking about? It's like, are you kidding me? This is just a little, what is this? Dark flirty flamingo for his nose. And then I used a little granny apple green for his eyes. Oops, I'm gonna use the small end, just to let them stand out and be kind of, I don't know, spooky weird. And then we're gonna put our little hocus pocus up on some dimensionals. A little hocus pocus. And then we're going to put that right here. Again, another couple dimensionals. I don't know why I put them away. Right down the middle. And we will, maybe one more in the middle there. I'm not sure that'll stick. Give it a little extra chance to stick on there. And then we have this adorable little treat box. So that's with the purple. Oops, my thing is falling apart, and that's the one with the green. All right, who's ready for treat box number 2? So this was our second treat box. It actually is a box. And no, I didn't think of this myself, but I'll have to go back and look up who I got the measurements and everything for the box. So for this box, you're going to need a 4x4 piece of black and your scoreboard again. And you are going to score on one side at 1.5. I don't know why my thing turned off, and 2.5. And then you're going to turn it the other way and score at 1 and 3. So I'll say it again. So 4x4 piece of paper. And again, if you guys, after I'm done at some point tonight, this afternoon or this evening, I'll put this all up on my blog with all the measurements. So you always know that if you go to my blog afterwards, you will be able to find all the measurements for everything and pictures and step by step if you're that kind of learner. Anyway, so this is a 4x4. One side is 1.5 and 2.5. The other side is 1 and 3. So this little one that has the smaller thing like that, that's going to be the bottom of our box. I'm not going to do all the burnishing yet because you want to make some little tabs on here on this long skinny part. Hopefully you can, I don't know if you can see that. I think if I do that, you can see that. As opposed to this is like the fat part, so you got the long skinny part and you're going to make some tabs. And so you're going to cut straight down on your score line there to the first score line you come to. And then you're going to cut down to that corner again on both sides. And then you're going to have a little tab when you pull those out. See that? Okay, and then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. And this is your basic way of making a box. I know we don't do boxes and stuff very often here because I'm more doing cards, but we'll be doing more of these other things as time goes on because because I'm doing them at Oasis, our little senior center. So now you've got our little box here. Okay, so next step is we're going to fold these. Let's now go and burnish everything, okay? Just get some good folds going here on both sides here, and here, and here, and here. So we've got everything all folded in nice. And then what happens is these little tabs fold in, and these big ones fold around. One of them's going out. There we go. Got that? So what we need to do is put some tear and tape. Where'd my tear and tape go? Underneath everything, of course. And so on one side, this will be basically our outside. Now you could just put one piece of tear and tape, but I'm going to make it look nice, so we'll do two. So one close to the edge on the box. And you can tear it or you can cut it, but either way it's going to work for you. And I like to tear it, obviously. Okay, and again, you're going to use your bone folder to really push it down because that's going to make it easier for you to pick the edges up. I don't know, am I the only one that has trouble picking those edges up? See how much easier it is if you do it like this? I'm actually going to take all of them off. I know I'm living dangerously. And if anything at this point is sticking out over the edge like that one was, I just kind of push it back because you're not going to want that sticking out, and actually, you know, it'll help with holding it. All right, so again, the little tabs go in. This is going to go in, and because of where I've put these, this is going to go on the outside. Just kind of line them up. Same thing over here. Line them up, and boom, we have a box. Is that not the coolest thing? Okay, so now we have a box. Then what we need to do is we have two of the little cauldrons that come with this set, and we are going to stick those, well, actually first on one of them. Let's see, make sure I find the right outside. I've cut from the Granny Apple Green glimmer paper, and this is the glimmer paper that goes with the zinnias. So if you're wondering where that came from, I think it's also the same color that's in the glimmer paper with the red, actually, the more holiday one. That glimmer paper is in the holiday catalog. Maybe I'll try to show you. It's kind of hidden. So again, this is one of the dies from the set. Isn't that cool? Just your potions are flowing over here. And we're going to glue them to the front and the back of our little box. And I found it easier to put my glue on the box than I did putting it on the cauldron itself. And you do want these feet, let's see, what's the best way to show you, to stick down a little bit. You see that? So I would say put the box, that's probably the easy thing. Put the box so it's sitting, the straight edge is right along that straight edge of the top of the cauldron. And the cool thing always about your doing this with glue, which I highly suggest, is then you can move it around a little bit if you need to. So you want to make sure you kind of have the two sides lined up. So that's what I'm moving right now, side to side, because I didn't exactly get this one in the middle. And then you want to make sure that it'll stand. So you want to make sure that these are even on the bottom and even kind of side to side, and then your cute little thing will stand. So let's finish decorating it. Got a little scrap piece of white, and as part of the Potions and Spells, we have this little stack of books that we are going to stamp on here. Wait, that didn't get inked up well. And as long as we're stamping, I've got just a little strip of peach pie. That's just a little 1/2 inch strip. You know, we all end up with those little 1/2 inch strips anyway. And it's about 4 inches long. And we're just going to stamp the Happy Halloween on here. And again, we are going to flag those little edges. And we are going to color in our little potions and spells. I've got some light granny apple green. Is it light or dark? It's light. And I'm going to color that little bottom book. And I've got some, well, I had some purple. Where'd it go? Come on, Robin. Well, let's find something else. Let's find the light Highland Heather. I think I had used the dark, but it should be around here somewhere, and I'm not finding it. If we go over this a few times, that'll work. And then, what other color is in here? I guess we could use the peach pie one. Oh, there they are. Jeez. Let's try this again, because I did want to use the darker ones. There we go. I did have them out. They were just hiding. So it's the dark Granny Apple and the dark Highland Heather that I really wanted to use, just to give them a little more heft. And then I can use just the peach pie around the edges of these books, you know, because I'm going to just leave the top and bottom white, because that's just and not much of that's going to show anyway. Now, like I said, I couldn't really find my dies as I was getting started here, and then I just said, forget it. I am going to just do this the old-fashioned way, the fussy cutting way. This is also goes to show you that, you know, if you don't have a die machine and you don't, or you know, for me it's walking across the other side of the room. So if you don't feel like walking across the other side of the room, there's always fussy cutting. And I don't mind fussy cutting, actually. When I have a bunch to do, I'll just sit in front of the TV and fussy cut. You know, if I, for some ungodly reason, decided I'm going to use that, like, say, on a holiday card that I'm making 100 of, although I don't think I've ever made 100. I can just sit in front of the TV and fussy cut my heart out, and before you know it, you've got a whole bunch of them sitting there waiting for you. All right, and then we're going to put some dimensionals on here. Put this over it, and then we're done. What do you guys think? Do you have a favorite of these adorable, oh, let's move it over just a little bit, treat containers that you're going to use for your Halloween people? So we've got the little treat boxes. You know, you could fit like a Ghirardelli square or something in there, and we've got our cute little treat sour cream holders. I keep forgetting what I'm supposed to be putting in there. So, do you have a favorite? What do you think? I got a bunch of these I can make now because, like I said, I cut them out for this class that didn't even get scheduled. I'm gonna put you guys up and hope that you are enjoying your day, and I will be hopefully seeing you next Monday at 1. And take care and have some fun stamping today. Bye.